Loso's Way was a great album for me because I also was turning 30 around the same time too. So I was like getting out of my 20s, growing up a little bit, and I'm sure the game and hip hop had seen me come in at a very young age, in my late teens, early 20s, and just watching me grow and develop, and by 30, you usually are kind of like at a different point, and I was even at a different point as far as making projects. Loso's Way was themed around Carlito's Way, where, he's a guy who, was known in the street and went to jail and came back and was trying to change his lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But he was still connected to the streets, a constant pull of back and forth of being in the streets and being out of the streets, and how still being connected to the streets can tie in some situations that'll follow you into your destination. One interesting thing about Loso's Way is that it started very themed, but as I began working on the project, I started just getting a lot of songs that weren't aligned with the theme. I was still growing in that process of being devoted to the theme. That at the time I started getting other records that were potentially hit records, like Throw It in the Bag, per se, and it was a record that was catchy and it worked. I think I learned from it too. I became more devoted to the project and not songs. I believe in the beginning of my career I was really song by song. I wasn't like locked in on projects, and it was a different time in the game. You had to make radio songs, you had to make this type of song from that project, and me kind of graduating from that project and me growing from turning 30, from that point on, I had a different perspective about projects. In a way, each song has its own special place for me. Money Goes, Honey Stay was a song too that was presented to me, I believe, when I went to go work with Jermaine Dupri. It had a Jay-Z hook, Jay approved, and we made the song and we talked the story of, like I said, the ups and downs, which tying back to Loso's Way. Number one on Billboard was also great, you know what I'm saying? I was never the artist that was like, that was my only focus. I got so much love, from the project. That means more to me than, what it says on a sheet of paper. When you interact with people and see them in the streets, or when you're performing and you see how well people acknowledge your music and, how it's touched them, or somebody's tell you about a song that means something to them, those are the things that connect with me more than just saying y'all had a number one Billboard album. It's 10 years later, I didn't even remember, but thank you, and I guess thank the fans too, because with their help, it made it number one. Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all just watched, download the Music Choice app for more.